we gotta have the Ultimo Mone conversation. Now.
I think you gotta take one of the Mo's out.
Well,
Ultimo Mone, right?
Mone.
That's how she has it on her Twitter. But when I was watching,
she got a lot of things wrong, so we gonna excuse that.
I do want to say though, as I was rewatching Dynamite, though, I was like, why isn't it just Ultimo Mone? Like that just. Yeah. But to be honest, the commentary they don't, none of them pronounce Monet the same way.
Oh, because it's Monday.
So, yeah, exactly. Monday. They say Monday a lot.
Give me money. Give me money.
Let me make sure I've got the timeline down right. So Friday night,
just got paid.
Facts. She got paid. She went down to Mexico.
She don't get paid.
That she actually doesn't. Do they cover her flights?
I guess it's probably in the contract. She doesn't actually make any money from.
You think she just gets room?
If she's not making bread, that's kind of hard though.
I mean, I'm for sure that she's getting. I mean, why would you go to for free? So
I'm just trying to figure out what the
Tony Khan is probably paying for it. Let's be honest.
I would imagine, because I can't imagine some of these Yameens are.
They can't.
Oh. So she was down in Mexico, successfully defended her CMLL title, and they said, "Hey, I'm having an open challenge at Wrestle Dream." I remember talking to Math like, "Damn, they ain't got they ain't no story, ain't no nothing. She just got an open challenge." Sure enough, the ROH interim women's television champion Mina Shirakara came down, lost her title. She was 11 belts Monday. And then she went
close to the earth. You're gonna get pulled into the orbit, right?
Facts, big facts. She went to a WPW.
Who the hell is that?
That's a very dope AM. That's a very dope. It's a very dope AM radio station. They tell really good stories about war and how struggle was in Eastern Germany.
Tommy David.
She went to WPW. I forget where off here, and won another title. Now she 12 belts Monday. She's already decimated Ultimo Dragon's record reign. Subsequently, on Saturday and on Wednesday, she got caked up by Chris Statlander.
Caked up on a Wednesday.
Yeah, let's not, because nothing isn't a single cake in that ring.
I'm looking at this totally different when she said caked up, and it looks different.
She got caked up. She got caked up.
Dominatrix. So
hey, her face was in the cake.
The Mercedes Mone shot.
Sorry, guys.
When is this madness going to end?
Well, this is the thing. We getting there. We getting there because there's still stuff that's happening. She got caked up by Chris Statlander, who has accepted the challenge to face her at Full Gear in Jersey next month for the AEW Women's World Championship. Mind you, just so we're keeping score, Monet already beat Statlander last year in Jersey at Full Gear. So the thought is that 13, 14. She's also in the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship tournament. When I saw the bracket and saw that it was Mercedes Mone and Athena in a tag team, I said, "Oh, she got these titles too."
No, she's not winning that.
Why?
Go. Are you done with the? Are you finished?
Why?
When is the finals for that?
Full Gear. So she got to fight twice in one night.
She got to fight twice in one night. Yep. They not winning.
That's her excuse to take an L. That's her excuse to take the L. And then her and Athena get into it and they fight sometime in 2026.
Is it?
I think so. It's her excuse. She got to fight twice in one night. It's the easy way for her to get out. She's protected. She's protected.
But what if they don't want? What if the game is she getting all the titles?
It's not.
But like, here's my question on that. Like, half of these titles, I don't even know who they are. Like, she fighting for like beer league titles, bro. Like, what are we doing?
It's a lot of
because the beer league title. Like, she showed one of them in a car, and the car pulled up. Like, she was outside in a tent. Like, you're taking money off of some 19-year-old community college students They're
Yeah,
not
but
getting paid.
the problem is because you can't do this story if these are quote unquote reputable belts, right?
But the problem is Ultimo's
WWE,
cars, so it's not the
and
same thing.
but
His
she
belt,
can't.
no,
You gotta. It's volume. She's going volume.
Okay, but quantity over quality. Again, at least Ultimos
that's
were
not the
real. I don't know.
story.
How are we counting the Owen Hart tournament belt as a belt?
Because you said it was a belt.
Because
You
it's
just said it
physically
was
a belt, right?
You just said it was
Physically,
a
it is a
belt.
belt. Yes. Is it
Well,
a
yeah,
belt?
I think the one image I saw, it said Ultimo Dragon, 10 titles, 10 belts. Mercedes was like, I think at the time it was like 11 titles, or 11 titles, but it was like 13 or 4, it was like 13 or 14 belts. But I mean, it's the thing is, because I think it's a bit. The one big thing is, while that door is forbidden at AEW, there's only so many federations that can go inside and outside of it. Like she had a New Japan title, she's got a CMLL title, she's got an ROH title. After that, there's only so many federations that people really know the name of and would consider to be reputable, because everybody else is with WWE.
Right.
I just think this is just it's not believable to me.
It's her feeding. It's them feeding into her WWE insecurities.
Yeah,
she didn't have them belts in WWE, so they said, "It's okay, baby. Let me give you some belts to make you feel better."
I
completely disagree with that, because they haven't she hasn't sniffed the big belt. If they were really feeding into her insecurities, they'd have gone on, shot her to the moon. But they really
then why
doing
does
her
she
the
have
way
14
they did
belts?
Cody.
I don't care about.
But she don't. But this is because niggas don't care about these belts, and this is in general. These are the people that don't care about the belts. The people over that way, people that don't care about these belts, don't care about these belts because they only care about a certain set of belts that are based in the Northeast. What happens is niggas don't care about these belts because they don't care about the indies. Now, the niggas, the sickos, they love the indies. So the goddamn ESPN belt, they love. The goddamn WPGC belt, they love. Because they see her pull up at a goddamn carnival, and she doing the thing for the love of hip-hop. She is hopping in ciphers, and she is doing the thing that their audience likes to see.
But how do we get these belts off of her? Does she just have them for the rest of her career? Because who is believably going to beat her on the Chitlin circuit?
Math.
You don't do it that way, but we'll get to it.
Math, you may be muted.
So she just gonna relinquish all of them?
No, she's gonna. I think the payoff is the losses. The payoff is all in the losses. She's gonna end up. I think that she's gonna end up losing all of that shit, and then in the end, beating whoever the champion is. Because it doesn't make sense.
Her and Stat are going strap for strap or belts for belts. So,
is it belt for belt?
I think it's belt for belt.
I didn't think hers was on the line. I didn't think hers was on the line.
I think her belts are on. I think they're on the line.
We gonna strap for strap is crazy.
Strap for strap is crazy. Wikipedia just says singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Yeah, I think it's just that one, and I think that she's losing, and then that's gonna start her downfall.
How many times has she lost that belt?
One.
How many times has she gone for that belt, that big belt, and lost?
Once.
That was with Tony.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she got the belt. I think the belt is hers. She just got to get the jersey to get it. And the tag title's hers too.
That's
nah, it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because you straight up you kill it.
How is she helping women's wrestling by doing this?
You kill it.
I'm confused. I'm confused. How is she putting forth? How she beats people? She beats people. They're not over. She beats them and moves on. It's like, how is that advancing women's wrestling when she's got the Chitlin Circuit belts and the Beer League belts? How does that actually advance something when she's fighting against?
Well, it's
when
because,
she's fighting against a 19-year-old. How is that moving?
to answer your question, a great deal of these folks that she is wrestling in these matches are only known at the goddamn WPFW,
we never hear from them again.
But it's not the end of it though. This is what I'm saying. It's not the end of it. Those people, you niggas have Googled these titles and saw, and I'm sure everybody which comes is going up because they had a match with goddamn Sasha Mone. And
Sasha
Mone is crazy.
Listen,
bring that back up.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
See, that listen, here's the problem. I'm be honest. This is one of these. It's time to have a conversation about something that ain't the problem that's sitting next to the thing that they should have the conversation about, and that is, someone just get the shackles off of John Moxley and let him go free for a little bit.
I mean, he needs to go to Japan. He needs to go to Japan and open up the wrestling.
He need to go to Maui, nigga. He needs to take do with.
Yeah,
I said this isn't the problem that is really happening over there. The Moxley.
I mean, there are two problems. Two things can be true. There are multiple problems. I agree. Someone needs to get Mox away, and he needs to go back to WWE. But that's another conversation of the day. But the problem is everybody.
There's that answer again.
No one
loses. The answer again.
Rock said that Mercedes she's not helping anybody. I will say, and I don't care what nobody else says, Stephanie Vaquer wouldn't have got signed with WWE.
I think she was on the radar beforehand.
Stephanie Vaquer wouldn't have got signed by WWE if it wasn't for that match she had with Mercedes Mone. And I'm not saying it's because Mercedes worked and gave her a great match. I'm saying Stephanie looked dope. That damn Devil's Kiss went off. The crowd went off with that, and I'm telling you,
I agree. It helped. I don't know if that's a solo.
HBK said, "Bloop, who is this? Who is this?" She had 2 titles, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't she have a single title and a tag title? She said, y'all take these. I'm not saying this is going to happen for everybody, but I'm saying there are instances where somebody has had that match with Mercedes Mone, and then literally something has happened for them. And I don't know. I'm going to assume there's at least 10 promotions that feel like there's someone in their promotion that Mercedes can do that for. If it happens, if it doesn't happen, I don't know. But it's why the dream is easy for a lot of these indies to get into. You're going to get a blip of AEW coverage because they're going to show a image, or they're going to talk about she won the title over there the other day. And I think their hope is that, hey, we can't get with WWE ID. We can't do these other things, but we can have like a tiny affiliation with them and hope that some of this can rub off. Will it?
So now I am inclined to agree with you, Cal, in regards to Stephanie Vaquer, only because of the match that she had on the platform that she had.
I agree.
I'm not saying that, that was the end all be all. I'm not going to say that. But I do think that having that match on AEW television definitely helped raise her profile, because I'm going to be honest with you, I never heard of a Stephanie Vaquer before then. And I think Stephanie is a great example of taking that and going to the next level. I mean, look at where she is now, obviously. As it pertains to some of these other women, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I look at wrestling like television, because to me it is. Mm-hmm. And one of the big problems that Marvel is having now is that people they don't want to have to do homework to understand your product. Mm-hmm. And the problem is, I see people in the chat saying you don't watch anything else. You need to watch this, watch that. If the public has to hunt for your product, they're not going to do that. And quite frankly, when you present a product to someone on a national platform, that's not their responsibility. They're basing it off of the product that they're seeing at that time. If you want to be a real hip hop person and go and research everybody in their mother's league, that's good for you. I applaud it. However, for the masses, right, you cannot expect them to value 12 belts from promotions that nobody has ever seen. It just doesn't work that way.
Oh, I think with the audience that AEW has, that's how it works. Those are the people. Those people are the real hip hop people. So
they're the ones that are saying Ultimo Dragon and whatnot, like immediately
research that shit, because that's why they're watching.
The people who hate all of this also either don't or fake care about Ultimo Dragon.
Hold on. So I hate this. I'm not a fan of this. I was good up at about 6'7". I was rocking
6'7".
Can someone explain that joke to me, please?
No,
never mind. Don't.
It's not.
I don't want to know.
Don't worry about it.
I don't want to know.
I bring my son down here, but he's busy breaking shit upstairs. I just lost all interest in this shit, and I'm one of them real hip hop niggas. Like it's just not clicking for me, cuz.
It's become comedic at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I don't care that you won the Wendy's Women's Championship.
Oh,
you know, I don't.
But it hasn't made me be like, you know what, the Wendy's. Let me go look into the Wendy's Championship. I've yet to do that for any of them.
But so, have you seen any of the opponents that she's wrestled?
Where can I find this stuff? What kind of research do I have to? What hole do I have to dig under to watch it?
What app do I got to download to watch Google it?
Did y'all see Persephone?
The Persephone match is dope. You seen Persephone?
You saw because she was on a prominent platform.
I'm out of here, dog.
I can't.
This is what I explain to niggas every year about the BRP fitness. Niggas that have a problem with where the top niggas is that are on the top of it and get really, married to who's on top and where they at, don't get it. They don't get that when you go to that list, yeah, you see where Trick and Oba are, but then you come to that list and you look toward the bottom half of it and you say, oh, I didn't know him. I didn't know her. I didn't know. Now, if your interest is just the top of that list, that is okay. However, the people who would go and look and see who's on the bottom of that list are the same people who look and, oh, I saw the CMLL match, but what are these lesser federations? Niggas don't. Some things ain't for everybody. So if you don't want to do research, that's fine.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
But that all that means is it ain't for you. They are, and this is the company that does it the most, is they quote unquote super serve their audience. They give their people what they want. And so I feel like the niggas for the most part on that side ain't complaining about this.
I think this
and the niggas that ain't watching it are the loudest niggas complaining about it.
I have watched AEW. Here's the thing. I have watched AEW.
Look at that paragraph rocking foot. That nigga don't like AEW, nigga. Your opinion don't matter to them.
I mean, yeah, but you're also on a major platform, and you are doing this with a former WWE prominent placed wrestler. So it's going to garner interest because people have a stake in this person. The thing is, if I'm super serving these people, what would be helpful is if when she wins these belts, when she goes on AEW TV that next week, let's do a little spotlight of the promotion that she won this belt in. Let's educate our audience. I'm sorry, your audience shouldn't have to look for everything, especially if you're propping her up in this gimmick up as a thing. Let's highlight World of Women Wrestling or the Wendy's Big Bad.
Have her defended on AEW TV.
Wendy's.
Right, something. But here's the thing: if you're serving those people and this is the audience you're serving and you only care about them, then care about them all the way. Care about them, Tony Khan, about showcasing. Because see, here's the thing with AEW that's interesting to me is They're serving the real hip hop people. But to me, I remember when they partnered with TNA before WWE, and TNA got absolutely nothing out of that partnership.
Nothing. Mm-hmm.
They're getting more.
And he would show up in the last 2 minutes of the show.
Right. TNA got nothing. None of these promotions that she's getting at belts. Yeah, she's got the belts on TV, but it's so many of them, and the way they're presented, they look like this cavalcade of accessories that none of them really stick out. Let's highlight these promotions after she beats them. We can't hear you, Math.
God damn. I agree with that piece. I do agree. When you bring all of these belts on TV but you don't highlight any of the promotions that these belts are from. That's one of the issues that I have. But I guess that the onus falls on the company as well, the promotion that she's coming from as well. You got to figure out some way to get that use that national whatever to push your brand.
No, I listen. Now, can you tweet the execution? Yeah. Okay. And I think that's a great idea to highlight I think it's an amazing idea to highlight each one of those belts and where they came from. And I'm not saying the execution is perfect, but I also don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And that's what it feels like. Like niggas saying this is awful, this is the worst. And then
because 12 of these bitches.
Wait, I got a question.
For the people, for our regular BRP universe viewers, y'all know Math saying this is huge.
Wait. One thing I forgot to mention, because it is Thursday and ROH was on. Shout out Red Velvet. Red Velvet is back and she's cleared. I got a question. Mercedes just won the interim women's television championship, a belt that they put out there because they didn't want to take the title from Red Velvet while she was injured. I'm assuming they're going to have a unification match, and I'm assuming that Mercedes is going to win. Is that another belt, or do they just fuse the two belts into one and it's still one title?
That's got to be the fusion dance.
Like, is she the interim ROH women's TV title a champion and the ROH women's TV champion?
It's gotta
like,
yeah, it's one.
It's gotta
I don't think she's winning that.
So she's gonna be 11 belts.
Is going to beat Monet.
Yeah, what?
That match, I'm gonna say that match is gonna come after the Statlander match.
But I think that'll be honor pay-per-view though, because that's two different pay-per-views.
No. It's gonna come after.
Before we get away from that, Gabi ain't just sound like Joe Budden when he was like, if me and Method Man were ever to rap against each other, he would be the victor. I'm sorry.
What's that end of the year ROH show? It's not Death Before Dishonor.
It's not.
It's on pay-per-view schedule.
No, I think it is Death Before Dishonor.
I think they may have had that as the 2020 Final Battle. Final Battle's December 5th.
Final Destination.
Could you think that's at GalaxyCon? That's December 5th. Do you think that could be?
I don't see why they're not. She's not going to do it on regular Ring of Honor TV because that means she'd have to actually be at Ring of Honor. She's got to
be at Ring of Honor, yeah.
And they'd have to pre-tape it and everything, yeah.
Yeah, and then no, so I think it'll have to be at their next pay-per-view. It have to.
I got two questions. There is a very specific woman on the indies that we love.
Mm-hmm.
There is a woman who holds a title on the indies that we love.
Of course.
How do we feel about the idea of Charity King getting the call that Monet said was happening?
That's fire.
I will love it.
That's fire.
Would love to see it. Make it happen.
It would be on an Ashe show.
After
love to see it.
Show.
Most likely.
And you want her to take Charity's belt.
So
no.
that's
So,
no. If she get that call,
because Ashe's got their 2-year anniversary show in December.
Yeah,
I don't remember the date.
December 6th.
December 6th.
It's the same date as Final Battle, or no? What was Final Battle? Is that the 3rd? The 5th. It's the day after Final Battle.
They be on Fridays.
They on Fridays.
Yeah, they be Fridays.
So
I don't. My question now: why is so DDM hates it? I believe. He didn't seem like it seemed like DDM had an adverse reaction to that.
I want Charity to have the opportunity to wrestle Mercedes and get that exposure, but I don't want Charity's belt taken from her.
So it's two things there. One, you get Charity to match, but you would also get Ashe to. Well, would you get Ashe to look?
Well, no,
my point exactly.
Well, because D Pause asked earlier, he said, real question, if they recognize her title, shouldn't they recognize Khan's title? I mean, Khan is on AEW a lot, and he had that Pan-African World Diaspora title for a minute, and I don't think they've even mentioned
those
extracurriculars on there.
This is the second PAWDC champion that they've had on their TV during a reign, and they didn't recognize it when Trish had it. So you know what that question, the answer to that question is.
That would
I haven't seen her forever.
But
Trish, she's been chilling with Carly Bravo and
and now they with Shane Taylor.
The problem with that is you have the leader of the squad without a title. So why would I be rocking with you if you ain't even got no goal? This is why you don't put it on television.
You ain't even get no numbers, cuz what's wrong with you? You ain't get no numbers.
I mean, I don't even know when this Math. Let me ask you a question before we wrap this up. You said she gonna lose them all. How long? When? Because I can only think of. I don't even really think of when Kenny Omega won all the titles and lost them. But FTR is probably the one that's most recent where they had multiple tag titles and they kind of went on a world tour to give those. Do you think this is like early 2026? You know, how long do you think this run is going to be before she's no longer Ultimo?
I'm going to say she's going to drop them fairly quick, to be honest with you.
End of the year.
I'm going to say
end of the year.
After she loses the Statlander, which I think she's gonna lose the Statlander, they all come. It all falls down after that.
I think they got to come off all at once.
Hey yo!
But then she'd have to run them back. She'd have to go back to 12 different places, and again, the Owen Hart it's not going to happen. Like,
but
the Owen Hart is the tournament.
Yeah, people are asking for story though. Maybe that's the story. Maybe she loses a title, or she's like. I know I'm the shit, blah, 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 blah. And she starts running it back like, yo, I can go back here.
But AEW doesn't do storylines.
Well, but that's the like
they do long, have to make it a thing. Very long. They're big folks. They're big folks, especially over time, is how they book. They either just have matches or they have like 9-month stories. And I think this is their biggest star, one of their biggest stars. Who they feel like they kind of dance around her not having that big belt and all that, like they did with Cody, which I felt like was a mistake the way that was done.
Agreed.
So does he.
I think everyone agrees that. So does he. Yeah.
They booked themselves in the corner, but the people that they hold in that esteem, they have stories over time. I did want to ask. The one thing is, how do niggas think? That was the second part when I said I had two things. How do y'all think they take these titles off of her when they do?
Off of Mercedes Mone?
Just have Magneto come in and just.
All right, so just take DDM off the screen. He's not answering the question.
Ask Gabi. You gotta ask Gabi.
Gabi, how they take the belts off? How should
they? I don't know, because again, like. Does she go on a losing streak where she just loses 12 of them bad boys in a row? Does she casually lose them? It's so many ways this could be. The cat could get skinned, but like they're just not doing it properly, right? They could have her actually defend her titles, right? and not just the one time when she wins it and then when she loses it. She could actually be in these streets actually wrestling, and she's not.
That is low key a cheat. I'm sorry, Gabby, because she technically did defend it on Wrestle Dream, but really the Wrestle Dream match for her to gain a new one. So it's interesting how those things do work.
She defends the TBS, but she doesn't defend any of the other ones.
Yeah,
because the question becomes like, what title can you like? You can actively defend 12 titles? No, that's not right. That's not realistic. So the thing is, I think you got to get them all away all at once.
Okay.
What?
Antoine, Deb, and Gabby is fucking up our money.
Hey, the thing is
she ain't
the timing is terrible.
If she get the Ashe title,
you invited me, so like you knew what I was gonna do.
We gotta holler at Ashe to talk to Mercedes if she's the Ashe Women's Champion.
They're never gonna let us talk to her because of these.
Ashe? I was hollering.